Hey there, air signs. So Gemini and Libra, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you in terms of spiritual guidance for this week up until the next days. The themes obviously have started or they will start, so you might want to revisit this. If you're staying on and watching all of the elements, that would be great, especially your top placements. But do also check the Astro Weekly element of it so that you can tie in the themes with the themes for your top placements. Now, if you are a subscriber, thank you for your support. If not, and you're a returning viewer and you enjoy my readings, you resonate with them, I'd love for you to subscribe and like to give back energy. And let's get into your reading and see what we have for you. I'm being called to a deck for you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting you like in a... Some of you are in a really good energy, but some of you are in this energy of, do you know, in a park or a forest when you're walking and you can see, you know, like badgers make those tunnels and they, you know, from the ground you can see a tunnel. It doesn't have to be too deep. It's not going too deep. It's going kind of horizontal, but it's just a little bit down. And I see like a small, cute kind of animal just hiding out in that. And I wonder if some of you are in that kind of energy. It's kind of like when it's not a total newborn, but it's kind of like when you're stepping into something new and you feel a bit raw and sensitive. And you want this kind of guardian or someone to tell you it's okay to come out. What is that about? Let's see what the cards have to say. Cosmic Wave, Soul Family. I'm going to show you the cards in a moment. And Consciousness. So Soul Family is 2 and 8 and it's a 10, so there's a completion. With that, that's really about happy reunions, but there's also an element of here having support around chaos, which would kind of make sense in terms of what I've just said of like being shielded and you want someone to say it's okay to come out. You want that trusted person or hand. It's kind of cute. And so I feel that is really saying that, and obviously through that support and order from or post chaos, you have your reunions, but you're really looking for that hand. Then we've got number 9, which is Cosmic Wave, and it's really about preparation of what's coming in for you. I think you've gone through a transformation, and I think I've said this in your readings. You've gone through an ascension or transformation, and now you're going to be welcoming new friendships in. You're sort of in like preparation and custodians, and I think that's what the cards are saying to us. And then we've got here Consciousness, number 7, which is really about obviously self-awareness. It's about realizations, personal realizations. And I think you've had those personal realizations where you stepped into this transformation. And this transformation is is like the person who's feeling a bit unsafe to come out, if that makes sense. You know, you're in this transformation of this new person. I wonder if some of you have been in kind of a rest mode. Aries, Libra, Gemini. Aries, Libra, Gemini. Aries, Libra, Gemini. Aries, Libra, Gemini, please. Aries, Libra, Gemini. King of Pentacles. Empress. Devil. So I feel with this, some of you are coming into definitely the King of Pentacles and the Empress mode, right? But there's something of an attachment or an obsession or people around you that's stopping you from coming into this powerful energy where you are stable and you are wealthy and balanced, but you also have your divine feminine energy in balance. So you're balancing the masculine and feminine energy, and you're nurturing. Some of you could be quite fertile at this moment in time, and some of you could be attracting a new divine counterpart. The only problem here is that there's an obsession or there's an attachment to something, and I'm going to get clarification on the Devil card, okay? You could be dealing obviously with a Taurus, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. Also Libra, you are here. So it's very much coming into that balance. There's fertility here, there's renewal, and if you look at, like I said, about the new it's not image, but seen as coming out, the new you of the transformation that you've gone through. Maybe this is what this was, but you're balancing that out, and you're balancing it out within you. Some of you could be attracting your divine counterpart with this. If you're not looking to get pregnant, I'd just be careful, because there is kind of that energy around you, you know, very grounded, but a divine masculine and feminine in balance, okay? It could be some of you renewing your relationship to come more into balance, where it's been a bit of a toxic disharmony of energy. There is, with the Devil, like I said, there's something holding you back from stepping out into this new self of yours. Are you hiding or defending, feeling very defensive? Maybe that's what's keeping you in this little cute, like, you know, it's not a cocoon, like I said, but you're kind of like just looking for someone safe to say it's come out, and you look really cute. But I feel like you feel like the energies around you have really needed you to be in sort of limited beliefs, maybe attached to that. I think you're kind of recovering from transformation and things that have maybe happened. I won't be surprised if the Devil, not the Devil card comes up. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you could be Aquarius, Capricorn cusps. And Hanged Man, yeah. So where you've been in rest and recovery of the new transformation that you've had, I was going to say I won't be surprised if the Tower or Death card comes in, where that's the old you, something's come in that's made you transform yourself into this newness and something in life. And I feel like maybe some of you, Seven of Cups, some of you have felt like you've had so many options around you at one point where you felt very abundant, but nothing has come of that. And that's what sometimes the Seven of Cups is. It's kind of like, wow, suddenly I'm very abundant. But when you look into the cups and what is actually there, it's quite superficial, or it's not really tasteable. It's not something that's of substance to you. The Hanged Man tells me is that you've been in sort of this recovery mode, and the Strength card. I won't be surprised if the Swords card come out, and if they do, then I'll dive into that element, which I'm thinking of a bit more. But I think maybe you're avoiding this Devil energy, you know, which I don't necessarily mean the devil, but it's people that are holding you back from actually glowing and stepping into a more strengthened place. Maybe it's around thoughts and ideas of people that you should be doing this right now, or you should be thinking like this, when you're actually like trying to move on because you've transformed through something. And also you're seeing clearly the things that are around you, like the Seven of Cups, which are not, you thought were amazing and great, but they're actually not touchable, tasteable, they're not tangible. And this has taken a lot of strength from you to realize. And I think that's really, I'll get more cards on that. And that's where you've had to just say, I need to let things flow a little bit. I'm tired. But you're coming into this King of Pentacles and Empress energy, and you're actually glowing, Aries, Libra. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, and I was going to say Sag as well. So you've got those energies in your energy field, and they could be the ones that are going to be of help to you. So if you've got those, and there's the Strength card, the Leo, so there's fire placements that could be of help in your energy. But Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, this is for the air signs. Maybe you're avoiding and been trying to hide from, you know, the people or whatever it is where you've had to defend yourself. And maybe you've been in this vulnerable place. But with that Death card, where I said I won't be surprised if it comes to an end, the first cards that came up was the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups. And I just want clarification on whether this and then the Death card came up. So I want to see whether these is actually what's coming in for you, which is people that are actually going to celebrate you. That's what I'm really feeling. The people are actually going to celebrate you, what you're trying to do to move past, to transform and be in balance and be the new you, because the Death card has brought something to an end that's actually transforming you. And with that, it's needed strength, and you needed to let go and kind of flow and trust a little bit. There's a few tarot cards that I'm waiting to come up that I'm not sure if are going to come up for me to elaborate further. But the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups tells me that you will be recognized for the strength of what you've had to go through, which I don't think you're actually seeing at this moment in time. And I feel that's the energy around you. That's like the Seven of Cups. It's telling me that card, this card for some reason is telling me that what you thought was a very abundant, whether it's people, whether it's places, whether it's anything, they've actually shocked you, or they don't actually align with you anymore, okay? And that's what you need to release with the Devil card, and the Death card is probably something you've gone through, but you also need to release those, okay? The Tower card might come up to say, you know, that's what's going to be released, but there's an end around something that's needed strength. And also there will be recognition for you, and there will be celebration with people you can actually trust, okay? And a new creative energy, creativity that gets renowned within you. With the Seven of Wands, it's really about a breakthrough of being recognized for what you've been trying to work on. That could be yourself and your transformation. For some of you, it really relates to people that recognized you and were very close to your heart, and would call your praises. But you're maybe seeing them in a bit more of a reality check, okay? We'll see if more cards come up for that, but I think it's more or less that you're going to be recognized for the new you, and you need to step out feeling safe. You know, those people around you. Page of Wands tells me it's, you know, you've got these ideas to move forward, but you might be feeling a bit fearful to do so, all right? That's where you're feeling a bit fearful and maybe a bit new, but there's definitely breakthrough for you, air signs. And The Ten of Swords tells me there's the completion of the heaviness, the betrayal, the loss, what's been keeping you up all night, the anxiety, depression. You know, the Ten of Swords is a hard card to look at, but it's kind of saying there's no more room to put any more swords. So you're at the end of completion, and now it's about the healing only and getting back up on your feet. King of Swords, your energy, very much Gemini energy, Aquarius, and then Libra as well. So you know, you're coming back into balance of your discernment and being able to use that. I would say with the King of Swords is there's also, because it's about guidance, is someone around you is going to be able to offer you logic, discernment, and going to be a great counsel, where you need someone who is more or less able to think from the mind clearly for you if you're feeling a bit clouded, and give you that great counsel advice. The only thing with the King of Swords is they could be very logical as opposed to tapped into their hearts. So see how that resonates with you. The Four of Cups tells me that, you know, there's something that whatever's around you, you're not happy with it at this moment in time. And you do, like the Fool card, I was just pulling out the Fool card, and behind it was the Tower card. So the Fool card tells me this is the new you know, you've gone through a transformation and there's a new journey ahead of you now. The Tower card is what you're releasing. Remember I said you might be releasing the people or the things that you thought were aligned with you, that were very abundant, you know, where, you know, what you thought was maybe your tribe, or what you thought was the most abundant job or offer, and you see clearly through the BS, and you're now going on this carefree journey as the Fool. With the Four of Cups, you felt like what is being offered to you, either you see it very clearly, it's not aligned with this new version of you, the newborn, and the Fool comes out, as I say, what I was seeing, which was this cute new thing that was, you know, in the, why have I forgotten the name? It's not a tunnel, but a burrow. Where you are saying, is it safe to come out? The Four of Wands tells me it is, because you're going to be celebrating. There's going to be stability here. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be attending an event where you feel more connected to people around you. You won't have to feel like, you know, I've had to put up and be resilient. You're actually mastering something, and I think it's yourself, but there's still a bit of wounds there. And I think, you know, you might have felt like you've needed to defend yourself, and maybe sometimes ego has got in the way, and that's what's been around the Seven of Cups, the Tower, the Devil, the Death, and the Six of Wands. Maybe you've had a bit of ego getting in the way, and you wasn't dedicated to yourself, all right, and you are building from who is not reliable, and learn to rely on yourself. You know, you've decided with the Nine of Wands that and the Fool that, you know, I thought these people were reliable when they were offering me stuff, but it's not happened. And if it is about stepping away, you're probably learning that I actually feel better to step away from what I was attached to and being independent, as opposed to something that now I see very clearly through. Maybe you felt abandoned and rejected at times. With the cards here, it's very much so. Learning to look after yourself and the practical things of life. With the Fool, it's telling me you're ready to take that. There might be fear there. You've walked away from your old self with that Fool card, the Tower, the Death, and we also got the Tower and the Death in the fire sign placement. And I said about Aries, Sag, and we've got Leo here. So if you have got those placements, I've checked that out if you didn't join the air sign reading from after the fire sign reading, or from checking your fire sign placements. Maybe maybe you've been made to feel not so good and you wasn't seeing clearly. The moon tells me there was something you're not seeing clearly, and you are now juggling, where you are releasing the old version of yourself, stepping into the new, realizing that actually you can bring the practical balance of what you need for yourself. You're taking the action and energy back with the King of Pentacles, the Empress, and the King of Swords. You're taking your energy back and going into action of being the new you. It's probably been a bit surely because you've not seen things clearly, but you've taken it slowly. But now you're gonna, you know, with the Fool, you're gonna actually go ahead with that. It might also be about toxic relationships, and also you're overcoming a period of probably resting or reflecting, where you've not seen things, like I said, very clearly, and they've been clouded. And now you're at the time of actually, you need to make a decision of what you do. But from the cards, it's definitely telling me that you're stepping into this new direction. And as we got the Fool card, you saw how the cards actually changed, didn't you? There is actually quite a lot of fire energy here, so I would check that reading out. It might be significant for you, it might relate to you. I want to pull a couple of cards on the moon. I got told to stop there. Moon card. 5 of Wands is the conflict, the rife that you was not seeing, you know, where you've probably had to defend yourself, and you've not seen, like, where you wasn't seeing these people very clearly at the moment in time. I think that's what I'm really getting with the Moon card. There's something that's been clouding your judgment, of you not been able to see it. And I just, workaholics, some of you have actually been burying yourself in work, or just keeping busy to avoid facing some things. And I think there needs to be a balance of actually taking the time out to rest and reflect on things. Some of you have done that and now coming out into this new Fool, Fool's journey, the new you, the transformed you. I'm not saying that you don't carry any woundedness, because you do with the 9 of Wands, but you have healed and you are healing and you're ready to step out as the new you. And some of you actually just need to take that time to heal, okay? And where you can celebrate with people that are aligned with you, you should have moved away the people that are not aligned for you. If you haven't, this will resonate and you'll know what you need to move away from, okay? So that's what I have for you, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Again, I wanted to say Aries and Libra and go on to Aquarius. So Gemini, you're very quiet. Maybe you're still in hiding. So do come back and visit this, see how, you know, what the energy is or the advice is for your energy. And obviously check your other sign readings that are out as well. Do like and subscribe, and let's move on to the next element. If you're staying on, let's continue, and if not, then have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself.